Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Proof Your Skill tournament stream. Today I'm starting off with A1N1 versus JO46, and for me, this is going to be one of the weirdest streams I've ever done, to be honest, because it's Remembrance Day here in the Netherlands, which means that at 8 o'clock, which is in 5 minutes when the matches start, we're supposed to have 2 minutes of silence, and I can't do that because that is literally when the matches start. There you go, we have an invite, which I just missed because I'm pro. And it just feels really weird to be streaming. Not necessarily streaming tonight, no issues there, but just not to be able to have those 2 minutes of silence. Because ever since I could consciously do this, I've been doing this on May 4th every single year. And basically you're just remembering all the victims of war, not just World War II, but all of them, all of the wars, all the victims, all the people that have died in a war situation, basically. So that's kind of intense, and it just feels really weird to not be able to do that now. I mean, I'm going to do it later on tonight after the stream. I'm going to have my 2 minutes of silence anyhow. But it's not going to be together with the whole nation. So it's weird. So yeah, just kind of needed to get that off my chest. Because it's just weird. I'll keep saying that. Because it really feels disconcerting in a way. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure if you guys care about that. I don't blame you if you don't. It's just something I needed to get off my chest. Because it's, yeah. Like I said, this is ingrained in me. I come from a military family and everything. I've dated military men. And it's just... It kind of feels disrespectful to do this. But yeah, like I said, I'll have my 2 minutes of silence after the stream has been done. And... yeah, I'll make up for it then. Anyhow, let's focus on the games that we've got going on today. We are starting it off on New Bay. And basically both teams are already there. We have just under 3 minutes left to go. I'm not really familiar with these teams, but I do know Didi Saleh. He's been in clan. Well, actually, I've seen him around a lot. This is me being very confused. I also apologize for any brain derps that I might have. As some of you might know, I've got a bunch of autoimmune diseases and another one. And one of the things is kind of like, it makes me have trouble finding words, which you might have already noticed. And today is a really bad day with that, so I've actually been kind of speech impaired for most of the day. I'll do my best, and we'll see how it goes. Hey, Didi is in the chat. But yeah. We'll see how it all goes. And if I make any brain derps, you'll just have to forgive me. Let's have a look. Got everything set now, so we're all ready to go in 1 minute 40 seconds thereabouts. A1N1 is now ready. I'm just going to call them A1, because otherwise it's just, well, Arcane Nation? I'll try and remember that. And Joe 46 is easier. Anyhow, Arcane is using 2 AMX 50 Bs, 2 Kranwagens, 2 Mice, and a T22 Medium. Not that mobile a team setup, but at the same time you have the Kranwagens with the boost. AMXs can be relatively mobile. And then you have the armor of the Mice. And on the opposite side we see 1 Mouse, 3 Kranwagens, a Vicus, and 2 E5. So that's overall a more mobile lineup. But it kind of depends on what they do with it, of course. 50 seconds left to go before we go into the first match of the evening. And then we'll see what happens, really. Overall, I feel really like displaced. I don't know how else to put it. This is so weird. But yeah. Let's just focus on the games here. I'm always the Kranwagens. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that A1 is not using any E5s, to be honest, and that has mostly to do with the fact that E5 is pretty much the meta right now, because they're so versatile with the boosts and the provisions that they have. And here we go into the first match of this evening. We got a whole bunch lined up. Either no one is using avatars or my game is having issues loading them. But I think no one is using avatars on A1 side. Which honestly is kind of funny. Don't see that very often. And I have a feeling I will be loading in late. There we go. Oh, not even. The game is just slow to load in general. This camera looks pretty nice though on the AMX50B. So let's go up and away. And try not to drive into any buildings. So we have JO46 going straight in for a cap there. Arriving there faster than Arcane will do at base B, of course. With the Kranwagens in the E5 getting spotted as they head on up. The T22 heading towards base A. Basically, the Kranwagens are all hull down, so they can't really do much about that. They do pull back. Not completely, though. Probably wanting to see if they can... Ooh, he does get shot by the other Kran there. Cheeky. And now A1 has two bases. Base C has been abandoned. The Vickers is flanking around. The mouse is slowly pushing more into the city. E5 has been spotted. DD still full HP there. Let's have a look. We have a mouse that is side scraping over there. And so far manages to not get hit either. And with two bases there, it basically means that JO will have to make a move. And the Vickers is doing just that. But he's pretty much without support. And it would be very easy for the T22 to go after him. So he has to be careful. Now we see some HP disappearing. Base A is being stolen. T22 is not responding to that. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. And now we've got JO with the base advantage. Not yet point advantage, but that's going to turn pretty quickly. And now they just need to hold. DD losing a bit of HP there. Let's see. So far everyone is just content to hold. T22 staying at the back. Kranwagen activating his speed boost. Not sure why though. That doesn't make much sense. Lines of fire happening, but not actually penning. Didi taking a little bit more damage there, as does Fady. And now T22 is taking base A back again. And the Vickers has to be careful, because Vickers versus T22 is not a... Oof, that actually hit the ground instead. And then neither of them did damage. But now A1 has the point advantage again. And I don't think they're gonna let it get stolen away just that easily again. So basically something is gonna give, something has to happen. The AMXs have not been spotted at all. They don't know where they are. They are at the back, they are ready to move. But they don't really have to. This is a very stalemate game, to be honest. Toten side scraping. Didi as well. But just exposing himself a little bit. Which is letting him get some shots into him. But overall, they still have the HP advantage. They definitely have a base advantage. They will have to do something. The Vickers will have to move in, and the T22 is there now. And he has been spotted, as has the Kranwagen that is coming. E5 is relocating as well. T22 is getting out of there, it seems like. And that might mean that they're actually leaving the base to JO. Which is exactly what's happening. This is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen, to be honest. The AMXs are now moving in. Oof, that shot missing. Either there's some RNG issues, or they're having some problems with shooting. AMXs now moving in, having made themselves known. Sweet Revenge losing a lot of HP very quickly here. And he's going to be gone very soon. There he goes. That is the second gun out of the way. And oddly enough, the mice are being focused here now, rather than the more easy to eat targets. Gun wise, it's similar right now, but they have to be very, very careful. And they will have to take out guns. Base C is now being stolen, which is very clever because there's no one around. And they can't really do much about it. They will have to get the tanks very quickly. And I'm not sure that that's going to happen in time. Base C has been stolen. AMX 50B gets missed there. And with those 2 kills, Arcane Nation takes the first game home. And this is the thing though. If JO had taken more time to make sure that their shots actually penned, they would have had this. And it's kind of weird to see them like not do that. I'm obviously not on the tune right now. But yeah. Overall, very patiently played by both games. Arcane Nation moving those AMXs in at exactly the right time. But again, if JO had made sure all their shots did their job, there were several misses. Not even bounces, but bounces you can't really help all that much. I mean, it's part RNG. But the misses are basically shots that are taken when you're either not in sniper mode, you're not aimed fully, or you're starting to move before you shoot. Those are generally 3 reasons that your shots miss. So that needs to be... Well, the whole gameplay as a whole was very patient. I think I feel that they needed to be a little bit more patient overall. So we've got now for the second match on New Bay, Arcane Nation is now ready with an E100, 2 E5s, 2 Kranwagens, and a mouse and a T22 medium, versus 2 mice, 2 IS4s, 2 E5s, and a Vickers. No Kranwagens anymore for JO. I think they feel that they disappointed them. I'm not sure if that's actually the case though. But let's see. 24 seconds left to go before we actually go into the game. And mouses have been exchanged. So let's see. Almost ready for the second match of this evening. Again, I do apologize for any brain derps that I might have. Finding words is really difficult for me today. And it just feels weird because I'm streaming during the memorial service that we have nationally. But here we go, second match of the day. Let's see, where's my port tank? There it is. I've always explained this, but I'll do it again. The reason that I always pick a light is because using a heavy or a medium can affect the spawns, because a spectator actually uses up a spawn slot. So if you're like driving a heavy, that means that you're using a heavy spot as a spectator. So I always go for a light tank, because lights, it's easier for a med or a light to go elsewhere than it is for a heavy, if you're spawning in the wrong position. Mr. Dingbull getting an early cap on. So does Urva. Probably pronouncing it all wrong, by the way. But hey. We have the mice both spotted. Both teams have a base. Both teams are getting away from that base. And Shots have been fired, but only Naker has taken a little bit of damage. We have the mouse pushing in against 2 mice. This is going to be interesting, for sure. He definitely needs help. Because he's going to get eaten alive there, if he's not careful. Lines of fire now happening. Naker losing more HP. Being too aggressive. Where are you? No, that's a Kranwagen. There you are. Basically, now they're going for pushes, but they're going for pushes too early. They're actually pushing into the strength of JO, so I'm not sure what Arcane Nation is doing here. Prince is almost gone. There he goes. But Cesatro is not far behind. And they have to be careful with that, because he's not going to be long for this world. Orva is the next preferred target, but they're actually shooting different targets, and that's a bit iffy. There goes Urva and Cesatro. And Naker is getting some more shots into him. He's still alive though, and we have a fully aimed E100. Oh, that was a big hit, and keeping him from ramming. Naker should be gone in this reload. He is. Gun-wise, it is even. HP-wise, basically, JO's 46 has an advantage. But there, oof, the Vickers just dropped himself down. Going after Didi. Let's have a look if we can get there. Or if we can show it at least. Didi is almost gone, and there he goes. Lots of low HP targets here. So they will have to be careful. They are mice though. And only the E100 and the Kranwagen are left. Going to try and get you into a better spectating position. Here we go. Toten has been taken out. Sweet Revenge gets taken out as well. And now it's 2 versus 2. And face hugging isn't necessarily a bad thing here. And they're not, well, they're going for the figures, of course, because he's a light tank. So a lot easier to shoot. He has to be very careful though. But as it is, he's nicely distracting the Kranwagen. He does take a big hit there though. And he kind of just has to run away and survive. He's trying to do just that. Oh, that miss. That will have literally cost him the game. Assuming the Vickers can still get out and keep outrunning the Kranwagen, because that is vital at this point. If he can do that, then they've got the game. But all depends on the Vickers surviving this. To be fair, the Ice 4 has plenty of HP. And there we go. Mr. Dingball actually takes them out. I like that it's not like... it's definitely not a landslide. Well played by both teams. In this case, I feel that Arcane just pushed too quickly. It's just, I mean, I don't mind long games because it also means that you get less time in between. It is a best of 3, so we get a tiebreaker on Vineyards now. I'm always a fan of those. More games, less empty space in between. But yeah, it's just, it's kind of weird because there were so different games. Like, well, they were still slow going. I'm not sure how that happened. But they felt still like slow games. And for Vineyards, we see a pretty slow lineup as well. We see 2 mice, 3 Kranwagens and 2 T22s on Arcane side. And on the other side, we see, depending on if they rally up like this, a T22 medium, 3 E5s, a Vickers, a Kranwagen, and an E100. So let's see if that's what they take in the end. They have 40 seconds left. Mobility-wise, JO has it, but armor-wise, Arcane has it. So it kind of depends on how they run around and what bases they try to dominate. One of the E5s has been changed into a Kranwagen with 25 seconds left to spare. I do kind of like these games. They're not always as easy to read, because especially when neither team is holding in a way that doesn't have them bleed some HP, you're not exactly sure how this is going to go. So let's go. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'm always more in favor of a more mobile line, because it means you can do more. And Vineyards is a relatively big-ish map where mobility can definitely help you out. So I think it kind of will depend on who makes the mistake first. T-22s are going towards base B, Kranwagens coming with them, but 2 Kranwagens in the mouth are heading into the city. Ding Bull going for the early cap, that is basically his function, early caps and spots. And he is pretty secure in the position that he's in. He is capping on his own though, so there will be only a minor difference in points. Mouse is now on his own towards base C, with Jo pretty forwards here. Obviously he's assuming that no one is actually in the ruins, except for their own guy. Marlboro Man has to be careful, there's a Kranwagen there. They don't know that yet though. And they're just focus firing Prince. Marlboro Man has been shot now though, so they know that they're getting shot at. With the Kranwagens pushing, going after Prince. And now a bit of comedy. Zurive actually losing more HP here than he's making. Dingbull getting hit by the mouse there. And now it's Jo that I feel is pushing prematurely. Especially... Oof, Prince has been gone, but Zurive has been gone as well. They pushed straight in on it, and they just lost so much HP with this push, and now a second gun. The mice weren't all that far away. Marlboro Man now dying as well. And this is pretty much going to be A1's game unless really weird things happen. And this is mainly because they didn't even check to see where everyone was before they started pushing in. Toten has been taken out. It is 6 versus 3. And they're in a horrible position. 6 versus 2. And that shot not panning. Well, basically their feet was already sealed. Sweet Revenge, the last one alive. And this was basically, you can lose a match. That's actually really nice though in the chat. Like, the losing team saying well played and GG, that's a compliment. You don't say that to your enemy team though. But yeah, overall, these kind of games, and what I meant to say is that you can... the decision of a game is either made by someone doing something right or someone doing something not right, bad. And in this case, I feel that Jo's push was not the right thing to do. They pushed in before they knew where everyone was, and they pushed in losing a lot of HP and not really committing straight away. It was sort of like a half push where they lost a lot of HP, then they decided to push in, and by then Arcane was just there. So that is the first match up and over. And let's see, when is our next match? Shouldn't be too long, to be honest. In 13 minutes. So I can show you one replay. And I'm going to show off one of my own games, which I actually quite liked. It's not even an ace. But I was like slightly hopeful that it would be, to be honest. Let's see. Me in the Spaghetti 65, which is pretty much my favorite tank in the whole game. This kind of tank, it just really works for me. I really like it. And of course I use it with the camo. And the bats. I pretty much use the bats on any tank that I can use it on. Remember that K9 one, by the way. I was playing rating, so it's not even supremacy. That's probably the reason it wasn't an ace, to be honest. But yeah, I usually play supremacy only, but I needed to win 3 rating battles, so I went for calibration. And because it was encounter, I just decided to go to the regular medium spot to spot and see who was where. And this is one of those games where it ended well, but I made some really stupid mistakes as well. Not as much as the K9 one though. Like in this case, I would really love to shoot him. I don't really have a clear shot though, not one where I can be sure that I can pen it. I can't shoot him there, I kind of want to. And then I shoot the ground because I'm pro. I do get that one though. We have a mouse pushing up in the middle with me. I kind of want to go to the other side, but that's kind of where the bat chat is as well. My team is oddly positioned. The K9 is on his own. And for obvious reasons, that's not going to go well. So I bounced on T57 Heavy, got some shots into this very clueless IS-8. DJ Wilson got like obliterated very quickly. And I'm just reloading. He is a very, very kind man, full of compliments for his team and everything, as you can obviously see. He wants to report the bad chats. He basically wants to report everyone, just keep watching the chat. At this stage, I'm very undecided what to do. We don't really know where all of their firepower is at. I want to get my shots in. And at the same time, I know I need to be careful. That shot going, it was really lucky, to be honest. That wasn't even aimed and I was moving. We have the Jagdtiger at the back there. And I'm just kind of like, not sure where I want to go. I'm reloading anyway. T63 is also getting reported apparently. And in this stage, we kind of just need to kill shots. So I get one of those. The Spaghetti lands one in me. And a T62A. He's pretty much getting hurt very, very badly here. I shoot because I'm an idiot. The FV is getting reported as well. The mouse takes out. I did not need to take that shot either. Like I said, I made plenty of mistakes this game. So I decided to just go. He's actually getting commentary from his own team, from the rest of his team now. Also, no idea how that panned. That was really lucky on my end. The grill is there, so I need to not necessarily relocate, but reposition myself a little bit. Got really lucky with that pen as well. Overall, I've done 3.1k damage, so it's not really a bad game. And my being this pro, I shoot the ground. I actually thought he would appear on the ridge behind that, so that's also going to show my epic brain this game. So there's 2 tanks left. Both of them TDs and turretless. And I kind of want a juicy grill. So I hit him in the tracks and do very little damage, because that is how pro I am today. And then I shoot the bridge. Overall though, I do like the way that I've just been repositioning every single time. And that at least went in. And now he's behind the building, so I can't do much. So I decide basically to reload my shot. He is there. I can take a shot from the grill if I'm a bit lucky. And at this stage, I just kind of want to damage, you know? So I actually take the shot to go after the Jagdtiger and get a nice full clip into him. And now it's just the grill. The T95. So the rest of the team is like helpful and nice. It's just that K9 window was just special. And then it's just nice teamwork. So it was a cheeky game, but I did 4.8k damage, which isn't too bad. And had it been Supremacy, I probably would have faced it. So yeah. Still calibrating, no idea what it's going to be, because I've had a really good game like this, and I had a really bad game before. So I don't know. Not going to show you any more replays, and that has everything to do with the fact that the room invite will be up in a few minutes. I am going to quickly take you to this so I can check the message that I got. That is actually just a friend request from Arcane Nation. There we go. Basically, I generally tend to stream from my press account, but for the second time, Wargaming has attached this account to the brackets rather than my press account. So yeah. So the net match that we've got is IW versus A1N1. So let's actually have a look at these teams, because why not? Let's see. There you go. This is the lineup from A1N1 Arcane Nation. Good stats overall. Haven't checked how many battles they have, so don't know that. And how many of these are rerolls. And on the other side we have IW, who is using not one but two 100% accounts to rig this in the matchmaking. Basically, seeding abuse is just so sad. If this is what you need in order to get the matches that you want, that's saying a lot about your skill, not gonna lie. They're not the only one, I know this. No, just checking because I never know. And there we go, room invite is up. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the seeding. Well, obviously I'm not a fan of the seeding abuse, but I'm just also very disappointed in Wargaming that they didn't actually do anything with it. I mean, I get that the new seeding system isn't ready yet, but there's a lot they could have done against this without actually having a new system yet, and they did absolutely nothing. And that's very disappointing, because basically, if you need to... Basically, if you want a good match finish, you kind of need to join in on it. And yes, on one side, it isn't really their fault that Wargaming allows this. On the other side, I will look down on anyone that has to rig the seeding in order to get anywhere. Because you can just think, oh, we can't do it on our own, we have to abuse the seeding system. So yeah, 3 minutes 40 seconds left to go before we actually go into the game. Plenty of time for both teams to get ready, but IW is already there. Funny thing is that their team name basically means Jan does push-ups. What does IW stand for anyhow? Infinity War. Oh well. 3 minutes left to go before we go into the second match of this evening's games. We will have 5 rounds in total. Overall, nothing really exciting has happened yet with the teams that have been knocked out and everything. The other BPS team got knocked out by Sparta. That is a bit of a surprise, because yesterday well, not sure yesterday. Last Friday it was. I get so confused with the tournament schedule because I'm only playing this, streaming the second days, and that's basically to do. I got like lots of therapy to physically and mentally help me get better and deal with my diseases better. But it also means I have a lot less time, so I've been doing only the second days. I will be streaming like all of the professionals, but that's to do with the fact that I actually took that week off of work altogether. They're noticing that that guy's being very, very vocal. Anyway, for 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Infinity War is taking 2 Kranwagens, 3 E5s, a T22 medium, and a Leo to Normandy. And on the other side, we see 2 E5s, a 215B, 3 Kranwagens, and a T22. We've seen a lot of Leos on this map, and they do work wonders. I do have to say, as always, a Leo is not made for camping. In tournaments, however, they can perform that function because then you're playing as a team and it's meant as a team tactic. So yeah, 1 minute left to go before we go into the game. As always, I apologize for any brain derps that I might have. I'm having issues today, so yeah, I'm just happy to be doing it at all. "45 seconds left to go. I do like Normandy as a map though. It's one of the bigger maps, 4 bases, and that generally just makes it more interesting. Also for tournament games, but I also love just playing on it. I dislike the small maps. I really much prefer the bigger ones. So let's see. 20 seconds left to go. Clock seems to be going very, very slow today. And almost there. Countdown clock is beginning. And here we go. First match of the second matchup of this evening. Thing is though, and I'm not sure these guys have realized that after this matchup, it is very, very likely that the winner has to go against EG. And here we go. I like the well wishes on both sides. Teams are like, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. Plane just crashed. Crash head is already there, but the plane just appears. Infinity War capping, as is Arcane. To be fair, I am a big Marvin nut. It's just sad that they're getting there by abusing the system. Both teams have a base. Both teams are overlooking one another. Both teams have a camper. And there's not really any other bases they can go to. And they're content to wait. Basically, Arcane Nation has a very, very slight point advantage. And HP advantage, just that. So not much is happening. The Leo is holding at the back. The base that they have got is being protected both sides. Arcane Nation content to sit and wait. As is Infinity War, this is basically a stalemate game again. Everyone is just holding and waiting, and slight damage being done there. Now base A is being capped and shot at. That's an interesting position by Naka. Shots have happened immediately, and a little bit of damage is being done. That's a good spot though. No idea how he got there. Let's see. We have Infinity War pushing, then deciding that they kind of shouldn't. And Prince taking a little bit more damage there. Prince taking more damage. He has to be a bit more careful though. At this stage, Infinity War just kind of whittle away their HP until they can push and make a kill. Because that is really all they need to take the advantage back. That bounced down. Now Infinity War is pushing. Watch back is getting hit a lot, but they're not focus firing. Infinity War pushing Mosa. M7D. This is basically the thing. If they had been focus firing, a gun would already be gone. And now they've both lost a gun. Alimosa and Didi are both gone. Second animal is still alive, if barely. This dude is being penned. And they're kind of hoping that he gets taken out, which he does. And this is basically, if Arcane Nation had been focus firing more, they probably would have had this. And in this case, I think Infinity War will take it home. Naker not hitting that shot makes all the difference. Money is taken out. Naker is still alive, if barely. But there he goes, and there goes Delirium as well. It is 2 versus 2, but it's 2 guns that are very close together. And those misses are so vital in this case. They will have... This is again, same thing that happened last match with Yo. Had they taken more time for their shots, I know it is a stressful situation, but those misses made all the difference here. And that's going to be hurtful, yeah. The chances of Arcane Nation getting this match are slim to none. And wiggling anything but your head is not going to work here. If anything, you need to wiggle all of it. And there we go. Mad RNGesus dude takes it home for Infinity War. And in this case, I kind of feel like it's Arcane Nation's own fault. Because those misses and the not focus firing, shooting different targets, they could have had this. Tommy, I'm streaming. You know this. You were in the chat. But yeah. That is the first match up and over. 1.5 minutes left before we go into the second one on Normandy. And we see Infinity War now taking 2 Kranwagens, 3 E5s, a 215B and a Leo. And on the other side we see a Mouse, an E5, 2 215Bs this time, 2 Kranwagens and a T22. And this is kind of the thing though, 215Bs, they are just, it's a beast of a tank. But we don't see them all that often. And I kind of like seeing people think out of the box. If you can hash people, then yes, it can definitely be worth it, but it is tricky. $40 left to go. The clock is really going slow today. I keep saying this, like, but I still mean it. I would love a system where both teams can just press a button, like, yeah, we're really, really ready, and then we just go. "15 seconds, countdown clock is nearly upon us, and here he comes." In the meantime, I'm seeing all kind of war images on the background with coffins and everything. It's so sad though. Especially considering that we haven't changed much as humanity at all. And here we go. There's the tank that's about to be blown up. They got their own spectator there as well. And there we go. They didn't blow up, they just vanished. That's disappointing. Let's see. Base C and D, obviously, again, planes suddenly arriving and crashing in the crash site that is already there. And we have Arcane Nation with an earlier cap. Slightly more points, but not that much. And most of Infinity War is on this side. We have Prince heading towards base A, but not actually going for it yet. That shot missing. No damage has been done. Also, Kasunani is a Japanese word for what? But it's more like an exclamation, not like normal sentence, but like what? That kind of stuff. Prince still holding. Everyone is holding. Not that many tanks are actually spotted. Base A is not being taken. Prince has been spotted though, so he has to be careful now because there's a laser accuracy Leo at the back, who is now relocating. Naker in precarious position there as well. And basically everyone is holding. But now Infinity War is making a move. Sensing a lone mouse. Finding the T-22 at the back, which, like I said, is in a very precarious position. Losing most of his HP here. And Arcane Nation not punishing them enough. The mouse pushing in. Naker has been taken out. Comedy losing a lot of HP very quickly. Infinity War pushed very well here. Let's see. There goes Meta and Jesus. There goes Comedy. Penetrator still alive. There he goes. And HP boys. This is like it's I think it's Infinity War's game. They're focus firing better. They pushed better. Naker was in a horrible position there. Diddy, they're trying to keep him alive, but there's just too many tanks there. And they're all clustered together, surrounded by Infinity War. And as they shoot, they're leaving the mouse for last. Basically, go after the juicier targets first, and then focus on the ones with armor. And that is exactly what they're doing here. And now, with Alimosa left, taking massive hits very quickly here. And there's literally nothing he can do about it. There he goes, Delirium takes him out. And lands the turret on the Leo. Because why not? And look at the damage. That is, well, yeah, near double the damage on Infinity War's side. And this is basically, you saw that focus fight. That is what made the difference here. Well, that and Naker being in a position where he once caught out. I mean, I get the position. It can be nice in randoms. The thing is, this is a tournament and not a random. And when they push over the middle, you got so many shots into that position. Yeah. So that is the second matchup up and over. Let's see, when is the next one? At 8:04, 20 minutes. That means I have 15 minutes to show you replays. I always show you replays mainly because I can't, basically, I can't just to save my life. I can't play PC to save my life. That's the words I was looking for. GGJ. And here we go. Mutsu. It is Centurion 7-1. If I recall correctly, this is a game where he got so lucky with his shots. Let's have a look. This is one of the things I should kind of like try it out, to be honest. I skipped pretty much all the British slangs. British slangs and I don't really get along well. It's more like I don't really like derp, and I count hash as derp because it's basically doing more damage than you shoot with HE. Let's see. There's one. I always find it surprising when they're already like toxic in the beginning of the battle. Mutsu, you found one. Mutsu isn't sure where he wants to be. That helps. There's a waffle, juicy waffle. Sorry, that was funny, Mutsu. Takes all the time to aim, does no damage, gets shot back. Gary's a little bit glitchy though. I mean, the replay is at least. See, this is why I feel like I should at least give it a try. Just with the hash and all. Because that can be lovely. Let's see. He's kind of stuck where he is now due to the waffle. There's a corpse there. Useless Skoda. Nice bounce by the waffle though. And that bounce as well. Four versus 6. Need to take out the guns here. And that is what happened. Report Skoda. Not sure why though. So basically because somebody's a potato, they need to be reported. Okay. We should have taken the kill shot, Mutsu. Always safe to take the kill shot. Two versus 4. Or did he just get waffled? Oh, Mutsu. Why? You could have easily done that with AP. You did not need to hash that. See, this is... I usually use Premo. Well, not hash, but like normal Premo to take my kill shots. Because you're just more certain that it will actually pen. Okay, so let's see that luck now, Mutsu. I'm very curious. Technically speaking, you should not survive this, I can tell you that. Oh my god. I wouldn't be so sure about that. He's... Yeah, okay, you got so lucky there. Lucky on so many levels, Mutsu. It's a great game, don't get me wrong. But you do get really, really lucky, oh my god. Aw, thank you, Bella. That is so lovely. Thank you. I'm just gonna say that in the chat as well. I can't type to save my life either. This is just a really bad day. Aw, really sweet. But yeah, that's gotta be one of the funniest games I've ever seen, to be fair, Mutsu. Well played, well played. Let's see. I've got time for one more. Let's see. I got a game from Kasu. Oh, no, actually, no. No, I'll save that. I got a game from Kasu as well. I'm going to show that off as well. Let's see. I'm not sure what this ends in, but hey. Let's see. Oh, the game is just now starting on the stream. Yeah, I thought... Kasu just said, I'm gonna have fun watching this then, Mutsu. That is exactly why I'm showing one of your games now, Kasu. P43 is a nice tank, though. I pretty much like the whole European line. Both of them. Most of them. Ah, Joe, we've been over this in my comments before. I've got a bunch of haters. And they will dislike anything I do or stream or make or whatever. The thing is, they still give me the click and the watch time, so it's all good. And dislikes and likes don't really mean much, because it's still basically you showing that you care. Not sure why you're not actually taking... Oh, that never mind. I know why you're not taking the shot. I'm an idiot. That's not going to do much though, Kasu. It also helps if you, like, hit targets. And you take all the time, and then you steal. That's the nice bando, not gonna lie. You're not really having the best of luck here, Kasu. Oh, hello. LTTB now have to decide, will I get hit by one or by the other and then shoot the ground again because I'm pro? Nice. He hit you. He bounced, but he hit you. Oh, we'll yeah, this is not a position I like being in, where he's at now. Oof. I mean, I like the way that you're generally repositioning. But you're also taking some too hasty shots here. This Tiger 131 is pretty special, not gonna lie. And then he bounces. Oh, poor lad. They stole your kill. Yes. Some nice assisted damage to boost you. It almost looks like he hit the Tiger 1, your teammate. That is. They're both there. Let's see. Nice little bounce. Lots of damage ranked up. Despite this is basically how I get my aces as well. I make mistakes and I get away with them. Oof. Aww. This is the one I want. I can't really... How do I just like... I have no idea. But they won. 4k damage. Nicely done. Yeah, true. Sorry, Mutsu. I agree there. No skill, only luck in your game days. In this case, luck was required as well. But you did do fabulous damage, Kasu. So with less than about 3 minutes left to go before we get the third matchup of this evening, I'm not going to show you another replay. We're just going to have a look at who is left. EG, of course. And that is who we're going to go up against. I do feel for Infinity War having to take on EG at this stage. So we have Serenity, Reckham, Infinity War, Loka, Rati, EG, Sparta and BPS left. Kind of surprised that Zenith got taken out though. Who took them out? BPS, the Ultra Putes. This is Bella's team. And they're fantastic. Fantastic people all around, to be fair, in BPS. But I like that they made it. So yeah, these are the 8 that we have left. Basically, to reach the top 8, you have to be top 8 consistently. So reaching this level of today is the minimum requirement, so to speak. But it also means that some people got knocked out yesterday that I'm surprised about. Apple got knocked out early, despite using multiple 100% accounts. Not 1, not 2. Well, they only used 2 this time. They used 3 another time, I think. Let's have a look. Where did the teams go that I would expect here? Let's see. There are some people like missing, I feel. Vil got knocked out early. Versus Reckham. Ah. And that Reckham. I think that's Reckham as in with the 3 second team. And Demo. Phoenix got knocked out there. Venus as well. They were in the... Oof, they only used... And one of them is a 100 account. Wow. Let's see, what else have we got? Now basically the game is derping. But yeah, overall... I don't see Raid though. Didn't they like participate at all? Oh, they did. Where are they at? Oof, they got knocked out yesterday by BPS. That is brutal. Like, these are the kind of thing... Ooh, there's the room. I clicked it away. That's the one we need. EG! EG, to be fair, is like next level. Like, you got all the good teams, and then you had Aqua, and then you have EG. And EG is just towering above everyone else. I mean, no pressure. But yeah, it's they're just so good. They're also really glued together as a team, so it's always a pleasure to watch them. And I do feel for the guys from Infinity. I'm not saying they don't have a chance, and but it is EG. And to be fair, I don't really expect people to play all that seriously at this stage. At least not the set top 8 teams. So yeah, we are going to go in just under 4 minutes, so that's plenty of time for everyone to arrive. Let's see. EG already mostly there. Stream seems to be holding just nicely. iTunes didn't crash this time, so that's also nice. And we're going to go to Port Bay. Port Bay is one of the least favorite maps for me. At least not in randoms, but I mean like in tournaments. It's just meh. Especially since I feel like there's a stronger spawn and a weaker spawn. And you basically see mirror movements, and it's mostly about focus fire and everything. Three minutes left to go. It would help if Infinity War actually showed up. There we go. Let's see. No, they still got like less than 3 minutes, so it's plenty of time. But hey. Oh, and I'm actually, oh god, I had a 3-hour nap this afternoon in the hope that my brain would reset itself. And aside from not doing that, I also don't feel more rested, which is not helpful either. But yeah. I'm not sure what else to tell you at this stage. Not much to talk about. The tournament itself. At this stage, it's not that interesting yet. And yeah, of course, it is like interesting as in the gameplay and everything. But it's proof your skill. It can basically go every which way still. And I like that there's a lot less, tournaments, qualification tournaments this season. Because when you have like a month and a half, or it feels like, of qualifications, then you have 4 days of professionals and then it's all over. I like that it's a bit faster paced, and I think that this should be good enough to show who is top 8 material. Just Wargaming really needs to work on their seeding system. Make a new system, or at least make a whole bunch of rules and everything. It should not be that difficult to make something check that basically the user that you're trying to put into a team can actually play in that team. 1 minute left to go before we go into the game. Infinity War has readied up with 2 Kranwagers and Mouse and Ice for a 113, an E5 and a Vickers. And on the other side, EG is still switching things around a little bit. But we see an E5, a 113 again. 2 Kranwagers, an E100, a T22 and another E5. Also, probably Object 3 is streaming it from his perspective as well. So that might definitely be worth checking out too, because he's a fantastic player. And you will hear the team side on it as well, I believe. Good night, Kasu. So let's see. 10 seconds countdown clock has begun. Falcon do spectating their team. And here we go. Let's have a look. What? I don't know. So we have Infinity War heading towards base A. EG doing the same thing. I'm stuck against the lighthouse, which is like very pro. Blind shot already happening. Kranwagens are ready to overlook and intercept anyone at base C. Object 3 and Carol 8 have been spotted. As has Ahmed. And EG seems to be pushing straight off. Going after Luchi Bucci. Who is holding a lot more than they thought he would, probably. Base A has been kept. We have Infinity War now responding. Luchi is losing. Oof, Object 3 has been obliterated. Basically, we have a D22 versus Vickers at the back. Money is going to be taken out very quickly, but Radicals has also lost a lot of HP. Trying to give you a better perspective here. Ahmed has been taken out. This did not go as intended, I believe. Big hits all around, but the low HP targets stay alive, and that is an issue. Luchi Bucci has finally been taken out. Orca getting some shots into Delirium. Taking your shot now as well. Second animal has been taken out. EG slowly but surely starting their cleanup. Oof, he takes out Carol 8 all the same. But it is 4 versus 3 now. Winch missing. Not sure what happened there. Toby has been taken out. Radikos has to be careful. And at this stage, they've got them nicely pincered. And now it's just the mouse left who takes out the Radicals. But it's an E100 and a T22 versus one mouse. Not just that, they're very skilled players. Winch does not seem to have good RNG this much, though. Yes. Winch giving up. I was typing, I think. Not sure what he's doing. Besides giving Orca all the damage. Okay, we've gone into weird randomness right now. I knew he'd do that. And there he goes. Oh, at least they're having fun with it. Oh, Bella puts it well. The only one that can beat EG is EG. It was relatively close though in this case, and I think EG did not play carefully at all. They just went for it. And it still worked out for them. That is, yeah. So let's see. 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the second match of this best of 3. And let's have a look. We see Infinity War ready with 2 Kranwagens, a mouse, 2 E5s and 2 TVPs. Versus an E5, a 113, 2 Kranwagens, potentially 2 T22s and another E5. Oh, no, one of the T22s has been changed to an IS4. Probably to try and possibly to do the same thing that Infinity War did with putting someone in the corner there with the heaps of calls. Ah, Object 3 not streaming. That's sad. But yeah, he has been sharing quite a few of their games. His channel is definitely worth checking out because he is amazing. 17 seconds left before we go into the game. The second game of this best of 3. And let's have a look. Here we go. So one of the things I'm currently not really watching, I've got it on in the background, is A Bridge Too Far. And that's actually about the city that I live in. Well, one of them. Bridge Too Far is about Nijmegen and Arnhem. And I live in Nijmegen. So yeah, we see similar movements. Both teams heading towards base A again and a little bit towards base C. We have Winch taking a very forward spotting position here. Infinity War being more careful than they were last match. Carolade going into the corner, not the ice fall then. No, Orca is holding there. I'll just wait and see Mutsu. Object. Peeking up and over, not spotting anyone though. I don't think they know where they are. Winch now. Going to cap. Not in the usual expected spot though, which I think is a good thing. Watchback has been spotted at the back there. Blind shot into the base. And he gets it. He does take a hit in turn. But he's got the base. That was just him being cheeky. Hey, Kiwi. So now EG has an advantage. We have Lucy moving into the base C, but then deciding not to after all, and now going for a more safer way to cap it after all. Because the thing is that if you're here, you can't really get shot from where they are camping. And that's a clever move. And the base has been capped. Kranwagens shooting repeatedly. But there was no one at that position for them to shoot. They have a nice point advantage of about 100 points though. So all they need to do now is just wait. TVPs have been moved into the corner. One of them gets spotted. So they probably know that the other one is going to be there as well. Winch taking a hit there. Being a bit too forwards and cheeky probably. Both TVPs get spotted. We saw a line of fire happening there, but no damage has been done. So let's see. Orca. They probably guessed that there's someone else there as well. But overall, not much is happening. Let's do a circle. Because there's not much to show you. The TVPs are retreating. They've got the base, they're leaving it. Winch, Carolate is over there. Winch is out on the ship. That was, no, that wasn't blind shot, but it did like very little damage. He's in not too bad a position over there. TVP is now over there, potentially wanting to go into the harbour to get a winch. Sometimes I got stuck. Seriously, I got stuck against that. Wow. Penetrator heading towards base A. And the Infinity War dudes are spotted. Winch in a bit of a precarious position, especially since he can't really get out of there. Object 3, oof. Watch back taking a huge hit there. They are losing a little bit of HP over trying to cap base A though. Winch has been taken out. And that's given them the advantage back, together with the base cap as far as it went. Orca not getting hit a lot there, despite the amount of shots into him. Penetrator dude, not looking too healthy. Orca very cheekily moving in to get that kill shot. And he does do just that. And that gives EG the point advantage back again. Toby getting hit by the Kranwagen though. Watchback taking more hits. Lucy. Oof, Object 3 losing more HP. Lucy is being focus fired, but so is Ahmed. And there goes Toby, but there goes Lucy as well. We're at 885 points for EG. Which basically means that if they don't lose any more people, and maybe get a kill or two more, they should have this. Object 3 just got taken out though. So did Money. Carolade is now ignoring Med RNG. Oof, Ahmed actually gets taken out first, but there we go. 3 versus 3. And now we have Watchback who's going to go down, and that gives EG the second game. It was a lot slower and more patiently played than I thought it would be though. Oh, feel free to give him a roll, Mutsu, on my Discord. It's Kiwi. But yeah, pretty patient game overall. Lost a lot longer, nearly 6 minutes. You don't see that very often at this stage. But that is EG taking home this round. Not really surprisingly, to be fair. Let's see, when is their next match? At 36, so 20 minutes from now, thereabouts. So let's have a look at what replays I've got more for you. And then after that I will look at the teams that are left. What else have I got? This got given to me as it starts as it's a good game, but it's pretty campy, so we'll see. Oh god, double Death Star, are you... I mean, if it's a good game, I kind of just accept that there will be like a medium and a CD when I know you're driving the 183. But double 183s? Oof. Ooh, we have EG versus Sparta next, actually. That's lovely. Let's have a look. Thing I like about the 183 is that you can drive it to positions that people don't expect you in, because it scares the bejesus out of them. But at the same time, so many people drive it like this as a camper, and I'm not a big fan of that. Especially when they're just camping together. I mean, come on. Toby. Oof. Oh, that's just sad. Oh, poor guy. No, you can't shoot them there. There's no one to shoot. He's not going to be that stupid. And then you miss. Yeah, this is a pretty campy game, not gonna lie. Most of the professional teams are a merger of previous teams, to be honest. Basically, it's 6 versus 4, and they're just standing there. They've got no spotters, no support, and you're camping. Oof, Jan. That wasn't aimed. Oof, that is a big hit. That A5 is saving them though. So there's 3 on the other side. They need to take out this TVP, and it should be the E5 that does so. And he does so, so that's good. Now you have to keep in mind, Kiwi, EG is pretty much set already. They won't need to make that much of an effort in order to get to the top 8. That didn't pan though. And you got spotted. That was a nice shot, not gonna lie. You did get that start in turn though. Let's see. Oh, the port E5. He's saving your asses though. Oh my god. So B. Thank you, Mutsu. I mean, they've got the points and they've got the bases, and Jan has the HP to potentially survive a Death Star hit. But they have to be very careful. Because they don't really know which side they're coming from. Not sure what you're doing. Oof, he missed. Jan didn't. And now it's just the Death Star. Let's have a look. I mean, they don't have to push. But it would be fun if they did. I don't think their 183 is stupid though. They don't have much time. Oh, that fire though. Okay, no, it ended well, but it started so campy. Okay, that was it was a good game. It was a good game. I'll give you that. Let's see. I wish they would fix this bug, honestly. It's driving me nuts. Also, I'm just glad that we don't get the BPS 1 versus Reckham. So it's Loka versus BPS and EG versus Sparta. That's going to be interesting. Let's have a look. Who is in Loka these days? Know most of these names from around. But yeah, they've one guy I'm not really a fan of. BPS, of course, we've looked at them. And Sparta. Ooh, Cookie Ranger. I know Stein. I mean, I've seen these names around before, of course. But some are also pretty active on Discord and everything. So yeah, we're going to have, in 5 minutes at least, we're going to have matches. Well, these room will be up then. Let's see. I can show you a quick game where I got really lucky. Basically, this is my lucky game, Mutsu. I'm saying that to you especially. Basically, I've never aced this tank yet. This was my first tier 6. And after I finished grinding it, I pretty much only touched it with seasonals and everything. I didn't really like it. So I just didn't play it much. I didn't even put my party camo on this yet. So it's like, I'll just do the seasonal and see what happens. Let's see. Basically what I'm doing here, I mean, I never camp in TDs. It's not, well, hardly ever. Let's say I camp maybe 5% of the time. That's it. For the rest, I just play it very forwards. Like, I'm on my own here, and I'm just like, I don't care. It's a seasonal, it's tier 6. I'll see if I can get away with it, and if I can, then great, and if I don't, then no. I don't really care much. So we start with capping the base. I do spot someone there, and I'm like, maybe 3 damage. But as I turn around, he's already too close for me to actually shoot properly. But then I shoot him and I track him, and that makes him miss me, so I continue capping the base and manage to do that. This guy is a bit of a potato, and he bounces me a second time. And it's actually due to my friends that I survived this one. And that type 58 afterwards will vote me a lucky player. And to be fair, he is very, very right. So most of the enemy team is over there. And in this case, with them having the gun advantage there, I can either rush them or I can just secure cap. And in this case, I decide to secure cap, hoping that the arrow would just push more, but he doesn't. And once I'm capped, I'm moving on. So yeah, like I said, I don't really do the gameplay thing, but it's taken me some time to actually get to the action here. Also, I want you to be proud of how much I've not been in sniper mode so far. Because basically it's the TDs that taught me how to sniper mode. And he actually shot me. So rude. Did not expect that, to be honest. And there he goes. But now it's 3 versus 3. And I kind of want to shoot him, but he shoots me back and tracks me and kills my engine, which is dangerous. More so when I miss, but he bounces as well, so it's okay. And then he tracks me again, and at this stage I thought I was a goner. Because I could have very easily been just that. It is 2 versus 3 now. My SP1C is still full HP. No! But he's losing his HP very, very quickly. And actually just tracked the dude, which is not helpful. I'm not doing too good, but this track shot saves me so much here. Especially since he can't fix it, so I get to kill him. In this case, I know that I need to use the trains and I need to be very, very careful. I shoot him again, he shoots me, and now I'm reduced to one shot for both of them. This guy, though, peeking out like that, makes it easy. He also died in exactly the right spot. I'm actually putting back in the hopes that I can shoot him underneath the train tracks here, which doesn't help. But then he starts doing this, and he starts pushing the T20 because he wants to come at me. And this is actually quite funny because that is actually costing him the game. Him doing this, I mean, I'm right here. And at some point, if he wants to come at me, he's going to have to show himself a piece of me. I've got APCR loaded because that is more than likely to secure my kill. So when he's doing that, I shoot him and I win. It is a cheeky game. It is a really cheeky game. And this again, it's a supremacy ace. I got 5 kills, 2.3k damage. This tank with the reload is fairly OP. It can die very easily, but it's fairly OP. So without supremacy, this would definitely not have been an ace. But hey, I'll take it. So yeah, that was a funny game. 673% supremacy points. Oh yeah, glad we got time for that one. Actually, it is a funny game. I dislike the tank though. All in all, it's just not my thing. And there we go. Perfect timing. Sparta versus EG. And we're starting it off on New Bay. Let's see. Fujit on the other side. If you haven't subbed to him, definitely do. Because he is fantastic. Also, one of the things I do is that I'm always have a cough drop in my mouth when I'm streaming. Because when I'm talking a lot, and I don't generally have to talk a lot for many things in my life, it just means my throat dries out really, really quickly, and then you hear me have a coughing fit on stream, and that sounds A, disgusting, and B, just not healthy. So let's see. 4 minutes left to go. That is plenty of time for everyone. Let's see. All of Sparta is already there. AG slowly but steadily coming in. And Sparta is already readied up. There's a 5-minute delay on the stream for those that haven't watched tournament streams before, and that has to do with everything, because then people can't stream snipe. Most of the matches will be over before you will even see this lineup. Well, not necessarily this lineup, but I mean like the lineup in the beginning of the game. So let's see, we've got Sparta taking an E100, 2 E5s, 2 Kranwagens and 2 T22s. Fairly stable lineup, pretty much meta. And let's see what the other side is going to take. Two minutes 40 seconds. This is always the boring part because I've got nothing to talk to you about at this stage. I suppose I could check like the scoreboard right now. Let's see. I'm not even sure where I can find that. I've been so involved in this scene so far. I actually feel bad about that, but hey. Let's see. It doesn't actually show me where I can find the cups things. I wish they would just like make it easier to find the whole scoreboard and stuff. Leaderboard. Give me the leaderboard. That's what I want. To the leaderboard. Serenity is currently first, followed by Endgame, APA, BPS, Arcane, Rackham, and Infinity War, and Raid is 8th. And the 8th place has 15,530 33. Loka is on the 9th place with 15,460. So they're actually really close together. So anything can still happen, really. So let's see. 1 minute left to go. And then we're going to go into the game. EG still not completely ready. But there we go. Radical's moving in. He just has to ready up. But we see... Ooh, 2 E6s. I like that. I love the E6 as a tank. Not sure it's all tournament worthy, but they will have taken it for a reason. Especially with the J2. But we see an IS4, 2 Kranwagens, 2 E5s and 2 E6s. E6s is one of my favorite tanks in the game. I like the American heavies because they're more heaviums than typical heavies. That's why I really love the E5 before they removed this cupola, because now it's just another heavy and it makes it a lot less fun. So here we go. Into the first match of this matchup. Bobject. Okay. This is how you know. Basically, with the competitive scene, everyone knows everyone. And I like that. So we have Sparta focusing it on both sides. Free Waben moving towards base C. Whereas EG is just focusing on the base A side entirely. Object getting spotted early on. Basically most of EG has been spotted. And they're going up the ramps. With the 2 E6s moving down below. Base C has been taken though. And we have the Kranwagens moving in. Having been spotted. EG pushing quite aggressively here. Big hits happening over there. Aardvaart is being rushed. As is Extreme. They are trying to focus fire, but there goes Extreme. Stein at the back. Wanting to get some shots in. Object 3 not looking too healthy, but Aardvaart is gone as well. Base B in this stage is being capped, but that basically keeps one of them out of the equation. And EG is just steamrolling in. Ahmed has been taken out. Michal is the next one in line to get taken. And he does just that. Then we have Patrick, who's being shot at repeatedly by multiple people. Object 3 is still alive. 6 versus 4. And the focus fire here is really good. Winch is being set upon by the 2 T-22s. Romka is going off the Cookie Ranger. And the 2 T-22s are now being set upon. Orca gets tracked there. But the E6 and the Troll Armor, it does work. They are losing some HP. Cookie Ranger has been taken out. Now it's just the T-22s. They may have 2 bases, whereas EG has none. But they're definitely not going to win this. Stein losing a lot of HP there. The rest of EG arriving. And there they go. And the first match is for EG in just over 2.5 minutes. And it was pretty brutal, not gonna lie. But EG just didn't decide to go for bases at all. They just went for it. 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the second match. of this matchup between Sparta and EG. And Sparta has a tough pickle if they want to take out EG. And I don't think it's very likely. I mean, nothing against Sparta, but it's EG. And I know I sound like a fangirl, but they really are really pro. And the fact that they're just they've grown together as a team, and that's saying something as well. Less than 1 minute left to go, and we see Sparta now taking 2 e5s, an is4, 2 Kranwagens, 1 t22, and a mouse, versus an is4, 2 Kranwagens, 2 e5s, and 2 e6s. So let's see, half a minute left to go before we go into the match. "15 seconds. And here we go. I like seeing all the different avatars, to be honest. Makes me always wonder, oh, have I got that one? And have I got that one? And stuff. No idea. That's an interesting camo to use, though. I actually don't like it. It's the Tankfest camo. But it's so orange. So, let's have a look. Sparta going more towards the middle, with the Kranwagens and the T22 heading towards base B. All of EG heading towards the base A side. Pretty much doing the same thing but in mirror. Base B is being kept. Artward is moving in. And in this case, EG not going to cap either. And it might mean that Extreme and Artward are going to be caught out here. They're not really pushing though. Now they are. Artward pushing up. The Kranwagens arriving. And the rest of Sparta is there. And now EG has to be careful. Toby losing a lot of HP very quickly. Artward has been taken out, but there goes Toby. Extreme from north. Not looking too healthy either. There he goes. But the Radicals is hopelessly caught out. Unable to do much of anything. Except just stay there. And see if he can get some damage in. Romka moving in. The Radicals almost gone. That was a lovely shot by the E100, to be honest. And he gets taken out. HP wise, it is like very close together. So it will be about the focus fire. The mouse now pushing. They're shooting. EG shooting different targets here. I'm not sure if that is the way to go. Object 3 getting focused on here. Milu still alive though, if barely. And both of them get taken out almost at the same time. Stein losing more HP. The rest of EG taking shots in the ones on the ramp. Michal and Winch. Neither of them have many HP left. Orca dealing with the mouse. Weben has been taken out by Winch in the E6. Michal not looking too healthy. Now Patrick losing HP. Orca not necessarily running off, but basically wanting... Oof, you got lucky there though. not wanting to get shot at. And taking out Michal. Orca taken out. It is 3 versus 1. And even though Sparta has the base, I'm fairly sure that this will be EG's game as well. He's in a good position though, if they were to stay there. The thing is that... Oh, wow. Not gonna lie, that was really funny. Oh. But yeah, that went... that ending though. But well played to both teams. EG seems to be pushing a bit incoherently. But it's still working out for them. In the end, they do bring it home. Oh, that was funny. Okay, let's see. Who are we up against next? Do we already know? Nope. 9:08. That means that we've got like 20 minutes of replays. Oh, that was funny though. Let's have a look. I have got some games for you. I saved this one to show you now, so I'm going to do that. Because it's a replay by none other than Darren. In the Waffle. Again, double TD tune. Very different TDs though. Let's see. Big brain move by Batman there. Driving backwards. Not a fan of the spot where he's at, because that generally means that you get stuck. Oof. Vic is taking a bit hit there. Let's see. Waffle and I just don't get along. I still haven't decided why that is. We just don't. He doesn't really have any targets to shoot at this stage. I mean, position-wise, it's not that bad a spot if you can hide behind the rock for long enough to get your camo reset. Nice. Honestly, Batman, what are you doing? Probably thinks it's very, very funny. Down repositioning. And bouncing. And bouncing. Well, technically he hit him, but just not for damage. And he is steadily losing teammates, so he has to be careful. He is a waffle, so anything that shoots him kills him. Nice. And there goes the Batman. Two versus 3. That's going to be tricky. 2 versus 2. Oof. Oof. Yeah, this is a good call. He needs to not be there. Oh, ow, ow, ow. That was very needed. To be fair, I do sound tired, I know. I'm always tired, which is one of the issues that I have. He has time. This standard B is funny. He kind of needs to find a position and then have the E100 come at him, though. And that's going to be tricky. That's a small rock to be behind. It kind of depends on where he's going to come from. No, I guess that part, right? Yeah, that will depend on which way he goes. This is not like tense at all, is it? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He's moving backwards, though. He's running away from you, Darren. You need to push. Oh, that miss. That was vital. There we go. Well done. And that's really nice of the E100. With the way that he was starting backwards, I'm not surprised at Batman doing 0 damage, but that was just sad. Great game by Darren, though. Let's see, what else have I got? Kind of curious about this game. So let's have a look. Another one by Mutsu, but then on the other server, because Mutsu is originally an Asian server player, I should say, but he also plays on the EU. Let's see. Matches between Loka and BPS still haven't ended. At least, not according to the Blitz assistant. Let's have a look. Thing is, when you drive down trees, a lot of people don't realize this, but you tell the enemy exactly where you are. That was a cheeky nice shot though. I like it. And the Foch is there as well, so that's tricky. There we go. Hammer needs... Yeah, there you go. That needed to happen. And that's the end of him. Nice hash. Not sure if it's hash actually, but nice shot anyway. Nice damage. Oof. Him shooting someone else is... Oof, shoot the rock. Nice wiggling by the Kran though. And again. Is he just trying to HE the Kran? And there you go, that went in. Nice little bit of assisted damage there. 263 has been spotted now, which just adds to the assisted damage, I believe. Well, that bounced. Nope. You moved too far backwards there. And he really wants Shimutsu. There you go. Cheeky game. I like it. Nice little bit of assisted damage as well. 2.4k. Lovely. And in a 7-0, it's hard to get this much XP, so well done. Let's see, what else have we got? How long did I say that we had? A third place match will be beginning. Ooh, look how beat BPS. That must have been the 2-1 then. Come on. Yeah. So EG versus Loka. And I forgot to check the time. 9:08. So that's 10 minutes from now. Yeah, no, I can show you another replay. Got another one from Mutsu. In the shark. I do love that camo though, it's fantastic. Pretty much it's an E5 at tier 8. And that's why I love the tank. But just the camo is so cool. The thing is that I'm not into the whole realistic thing. I don't really care about that. I just like a tank to look, not necessarily funny, but just look cool. There you go. Waffle has been spotted. There's a VK. That did no damage as she pulled back just as she shot. This is looking to be a very slow game. You can't really get out of there though. Maybe now you can. Let's see. Mutsu decides to nope. And then shoots the ground. This is his second time, Mutsu. There we go. Poor guy's almost dead though. No idea how that actually went in. Well, hey, we'll take it. What is it with you in keeping check HE? Nice high roll. Where's the other dude? There was a heavy... There you go. I was gonna say, there was a heavy flanking. Nice little bounce. That was very needed. He's got a TD turning around to help. That was wow. Okay, not gonna lie, that was wow. Nice, well done. 4v4. They just really need to push together. Well done. Pulled back just as she shot, which in this case did not work out. Use Bremo. Seriously, when dealing with the T28 or Proto or T28 Defender, I just always go straight for the Bremo. Because it's just a lot more easier. You can eat through them then. Mutsu, what is with the HE? To be fair, if you win this, that would be a miracle on its own. Especially since you're not using enough promo here. And again. You're a one-shot for both of them, potentially. Oof. You need to get really, really lucky if you want to win this one. And then it's your second really lucky game. Mutsu. They're potatoes though, honestly. Oof. Ouch. To be fair, this was your own fault. It's definitely heartbreak. God, what a game. But oh my god. Come on, give me a room. I'm guessing this one. Yeah, there we go. AG versus Loka. 3 minutes left to go before we go into the match, so plenty of time. On the other side, we see Fujits and Jack, and yeah. EG still missing a player, but there's plenty of time left. And we are starting it off on Middelburg. We have Loka ready in two 215 Bs, a Kranwagen, two Kranwagens, two E5s and an IS4 versus 4 E5s, 2 Kranwagens in the T22 medium. That sounds like the raid lineup. I know that I think they did this. Not sure. Two minutes left before we go into the game. And then we'll see what happens in the finals. Again, do not expect like super epic gameplay. It doesn't really work like that in this case. Because these two teams, as long as they keep performing as they have been, they are safe in the knowledge that they will reach the top 8. So they don't really have to show the back of the tongue, as they would say in the Netherlands. They don't have to show all their cards and everything. So let's see. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. It really does seem like the clock is crawling today. Oof. Oh my god. And it's still best of 3 though, so after that I can actually have dinner, which is generally a good thing as well. So let's see. 45 seconds left to go. And then... seriously, I do like this matchup though. These are two very serious teams, even though I don't expect the gameplay to be very serious. Here we go. That is a lot of E5s though. Very curious what they're going to do with those. Lots of greeting all around. I think I've started saying that before, but when I think like with the pro teams, everyone's been in every pro team, so to speak. AG pushing fast with the E5s. Going straight for base B. And that is a pretty aggressive push. Using some sandbags to boot. We would actually shooting the crowns at the back there. Unif Bajaj taking lots of hits there. EG pushing some more with the Kranwagens at the back. E5s are caught out a bit like that though. Sandbags activated for object now. Orca taking hits. Tracking shots happening. Ahmed not looking too healthy. Kranwagens going after Vanosaur in the heels. But EG is losing a lot of HP very, very quickly. Orca not looking too healthy, getting chased. And he probably will be gone soon. There he goes. Ahmed has been taken out as well. Vano. Oof, object 3 taken out as well. Basically, this was pretty much a YOLO rush. Ahmed just said, no, this wouldn't work. To be fair, it could have. But you missed part of your team. Romka not looking too healthy, taken out as well. It could potentially be a 7-0. No, it's not. Vanosaur gets taken out. The Krans are holding the hill. Quite a few low HP targets on Loka's side. And now they're in a bit of a pickle. It is 6 guns versus 2 guns. And some of those guns have plenty of HP left. They don't really have to do anything. Toby taking a bit of hit there. I mean, this is like, it would be very surprising if if Loka didn't win this game. That was a nice focus fire though. Winch getting tracked and getting murdered. And now we just have Toby who decides to go downhill to Hak Van. But he gets murdered before he even gets there. Oh my god. What a game. I mean, it could have worked, but it was a YOLO push. And it is Loka you're up against. I mean, come on. So let's see. EG now readied up with 3 E5s, 2 Kranwagens, an Ice Full, and a T22. Versus 2 2 and 5 Bs, 2 Kranwagens, and 3 E5s. One minute left before we go into the game. And then we'll see what happens. Hey, Fultocino. Cinco. Fultocinco? I'm probably pronouncing it all wrong and I apologize. Oh, no. In this case, food and I don't agree with each other often. So when I have a stream night, I tend to eat after to avoid having issues while streaming. You probably didn't need to know that, but that's the explanation. Usually when I have dinner, I do eat it early if I can. And here we go into the second game of this best of 3. I do love this camo, it's so pretty. And let's go up and away and see what happens this time. See, this is why I pick a light. In this case, it's a Kranwagen that spawned up. But I know at least it's not because of me. And now we have Loka being pretty aggressive downtown. Basina also being kept. And they're just pushing in. Oof. Ahmed going for the building, but continuously getting tracked is not going to be healthy for him. He is not looking healthy. EG turning around a little bit. But their snipers nil. They're basically trying to do what EG did, just pushing from a different alleyway, and it seems to be working out a bit for them. As said, at this stage, I wouldn't expect this gameplay to be very serious. And that is exactly what we're seeing now. It's just a one big brawl. And YOLO pushes and everything. Fantastic. Being the preferred target here. Lots of HP vanishing on both sides, but Fantastic is the first gun to go. I'm not sure who they're shooting. They're shooting different people here. Radicals. Shooting at Phoenix there. They're getting shot in turn. Someone from north, not looking too healthy. Basically, we've got brawls happening everywhere. Romka losing a lot of HP. Ahmed still alive somehow. There goes someone. There goes Ahmed. Basically, Toby is in trouble now. And that bouncing does not help. It is 6 guns versus 5 guns, but HP-wise... Oof, okay, it is 5 guns versus 4 guns. HP-wise, they're not really doing that good, though. There goes Romka, there goes Fantastic. Ute arriving. I would say that Loka has this. Even though they just lost 2 guns. Especially because of that. And they have 3 bases soon. Orca getting hit there. And driving against the building, which doesn't help. Gets taken out. Winch taking another shot. I would be surprised if... Well, I think Winch might just survive, but I don't think... There's just no way. He's reverse side-scraping, though. I have to give him that. But there we go. He still gets taken out. These games were just so random. Very, very random. But very funny because of that. So yeah, that was a very interesting matchup. Loka taking it home tonight. That is it for me though. All the matches have been streamed. 2.5 hour stream is long enough, I think. I'm sorry if I sounded tired, I am. And it feels weird to stream on Memorial Day. Because you're basically sort of glorifying what you're supposed to be mourning today. That's what it feels like to me. So it feels weird. Either way, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you've got any replays that you want me to show off on stream, be sure to drop them on my Discord. But for now, I wish you all a very good night. And I'll see you all later. Bye bye.